welcome back. So today, I don't normally like doing this, but today I'm gonna have a little rant. Just small one. So if you're highly sensitive, it's not for you. Nothing bad. I'm just basically talking about my frustrations, because what I have found so far is the closer that we're coming to finishing with the building, I'm just finding it really difficult to get certain things. So, you know, yesterday I did a video and we spoke about the skirting, and I spoke about that, you know, we didn't really like the tile skirting. Well, I know I definitely do not like the tile skirting, and Kwame has also made it clear that he doesn't like the tile skirting either. It just looks horrible to me. So I'm sorry if you have tile skirting in your house. I'm really sorry if I'm offending you. I don't mean to offend you. I'm not saying that everything that I'm saying is it should be that way. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying for me personally, I do not like tile skirting. I don't like the way that, you know, you put a bit of tile on the wall and then there's a break, and then there's another bit of tile and then there's a break, put the grout lines in and all. I just don't like the look of it. I really actually just don't like it. I'm sorry. I just don't like it. So, with that being said, today we have been going round and round and round and round in circles, trying to find how we can get some skirting. I found a company online and I went to go and see them today, because they deal with like they deal with MFC and MDF and all of that, and I thought that might be really good options to be able to use for the skirting here. Unfortunately, the person said that they don't do the skirting because they feel that if you use any of those types of materials, that if water is poured on the floor, the wood will soak it up and it would swell and it would damage it and all the rest of it. And I find, although I take on board what the person says, I find that very hard to just swallow though, because I'm a bit of a questioner. So if you tell me something, I'm going to question what you're saying. I'm not just going to take what you're saying just like that, because I need to fully understand it in order for me to say, okay, yeah, I agree, type thing. So, you know, like abroad, we have skirting all the time and we use it all over the house. We don't have a problem, and I appreciate that there's carpet on the floor, so maybe you don't have the same issue. But where we used to live in Kent, we had wooden floors and we had skirting all around it, and you'd mop the floors, you'd clean them as usual, and none of that ever happened. And so I'm just not sure why people are so certain here that you cannot have this type of skirting that we want, whether it's going to be of wood, whether it's MDF, whatever it is, I don't know. But I'm suspecting that the reason people are saying is that is because of how mops are formed. Oh my gosh, hey Charlie, that's a serious one. Because I'm suspecting that people are saying that because of how the floors are mopped in Ghana. Because from what I've seen, we had a house help some years back in a house that we were renting, and the way they mop the floor is they put a lot of water on the floor. So the water's on the floor and then they mop. If you're not careful, like you can literally see the water on the floor. They don't like dry. Can you say dry mop? Can you say that? Is that a thing? Dry mop? Well, it's not dry, but it's damp. It's damp. Yeah, use a damp mop to mop the floor. They don't use that. They use a wet mop, so the floor will be really wet. And so yes, in that instance, I can understand how the wood would technically soak up the water and potentially damage it. But honestly, I'm like, I really want this wooden skirting or some type of material that is not tile to do the skirting. Oh, my nose, man. Sorry. My nose is really itching me. Whenever there's pollen in the air, right, I don't suffer from hay fever or anything like that. It always affects my nose first. And so my nose is tickling me. So if you see me do this quite a few times, it's the pollen in the air. That's what it is. So it's irritating me. But yes, so that's what it is. So that's what I'm suspecting, that the reason why people are saying that you can't do that. But that's not good enough for me. I'm still gonna try and look to see what material we can use to do the skirting, because I hate it. I would rather have no skirting. Hey, Anani. He comes to interrupt my video for me. You see that? He's hiding.
Boss.
Hey.
He is the guy. Let him see inside, because we want to ask that question.
Anani.
Come, skirting. Charlie. Sit on a golden stool. That's descending straight right down from the heavens.
Tight corner.
Yes. Nani, you know the skirting downstairs, right? I don't want to use tiles, but I want to use some type of like wood or MDF or something like that. Why can I not find that?
I can get you one.
You can get me one?
Yeah.
But she wants it to look like, they call it Edwardian Victorian. There's like a certain design.
Yeah.
There's a certain shape.
Okay.
Beverage.
With that one, normally we don't have that machines here to curve it, but the straight one, let me get it in my car.
You got it?
Oh, you got something?
Hey, he's back.
Yeah.
This is the baby.
So this is what you can
bamboo.
use. This is bamboo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow.
This is bamboo plant.
You see,
And
that's
what I'm
our
saying is,
saucer. Oh, shall I sit on the golden stool?
you see the edge. With this one, they can do a square like this for you to just put it there. But
Right.
to cut it like this, for them to get the machine to lift the top, that's the most difficult part. But if you want it like this, straight like this, that one they can do this one for you, and everything looks smooth like this. You touch it and see.
Yeah. Do you like that? That means you don't need to paint it.
You don't need to paint it.
But this wouldn't get damaged, like if water.
Nothing. This is bamboo.
It's bamboo,
This is
yeah.
bamboo, so.
But the question you asked, how do you butt the next one to this? Do they do a biscuit?
Yeah, they are
So
going to
biscuit
do
it.
interlock.
Okay.
So you push
okay.
this one inside.
So this will all be smooth.
Like a tongue and
you want
groove.
tongue and groove, that's it.
Yeah.
So you won't see anything here.
You don't see anything. When they lock it, you don't see anything at the edge.
Oh,
so
okay.
all straight. So,
Yeah. So we could use something like that, but just for me, it needs something at the
Yeah.
top. If not, it will just be square.
So
I mean,
so that means that if we can get something that can be like a router, to router this smooth, then that means how do we paint this material now? It becomes rough.
No.
We can fill it.
this one will not be rough. They'll use the same material here to put at the top. They'll use the same material here to put at the top.
So they don't have the raw bamboo like that.
No.
it's always got a
It's
cover
got
on
a lacquer on it.
It's big. This one is big, so if
Yeah.
you're going to cut it, then after that, then they'll put it on top for you.
Yeah, that's the one what we don't like.
So it would have.
It will have that veneer plastic around it. That's what she's not looking.
Give me some few days. I'll go to Accra and I'll search for that one for you.
Okay.
If
Because if they can router it, if they can router all this side to make it smooth, then we can use cork or some sort of filler to fill the top section, not the bottom. It will look good.
You see how smooth it is. So
Yeah,
when you
that's
put
my.
something, it will not hold.
This nothing will stick on this.
No, not on this.
On
like
this,
this.
on
Because
the
they are
front.
going to put the same material on top.
No, okay. They put the material on top.
They're gonna
Can I
do
not get the raw wood itself?
without this white.
Yeah, without the white
Yeah,
on
you can
it.
do that. When they cut it, you can get this.
Okay. Can't you do that and just paint it
That's what I'm
yourself?
trying to say. Because in other words, you're using it like a fascia board. You see, if it's raw,
But all the same, when they do that and you paint it, it will not look smooth like this.
no, it must do. You know why?
Can you not
I'm
treat it
looking.
the same
If you
way?
peel this one off, what is the surface like on this?
No, you can't pull it off. This one, it's like they glue it.
No, I know they glued it, but before they glued it, what was the raw material?
No, it was like this.
Wood, so what is like ply? So if it's ply, if it's sanded and treated, I think it can go.
Yeah.
It can, you know. It can. I'm
We're
feeling
gonna-
this.
we're gonna
We're
try
gonna
that
try
thing,
it.
yeah.
We're gonna try the raw.
Okay, let me call the guy who will do it.
Okay, so yeah, so that's great. So that was honestly timely that Anani came with that sample. I don't know how he had that sample, but he had it. So there you go.
People won't believe you.
No, I know if
think
I
that you
set it
rehearsed
up.
it.
Honestly, that was
Yeah.
no setup.
Just confess and say you did it. Because they won't believe you.
that was no setup. Honestly, that was just timely, completely timely.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But it was
so,
coming for something else. So
Yeah.
it did-
So that was interesting to see that, you know, that can be done. And I didn't know bamboo could be shaped like that, but maybe that's my naivety, I don't know. But it's interesting to see that for sure. So yeah, sometimes, you know, when you're trying to look for certain things, it's frustrating when people tell you can't do something. You know, first of all, it makes you feel a certain way, and second of all, if it doesn't make sense, you find it hard to accept what the person's saying. You see, like some years ago, I think it was 2007 when we came to Ghana, Kwame actually wanted to bring plasterboard, and the time that he said, oh, I want to bring plasterboard to Ghana, people were like, oh, that you can't do that, it doesn't work here, it doesn't
Even
work, it doesn't work.
Metalex.
Yeah, and Metalex and all that stuff, because Kwame was in the building, so he saw how people were building at the time. And it was so frustrating because when we came back to Ghana, like some years later, plasterboard was everywhere. So it's just like, you know, sometimes when someone says you can't do something, it doesn't mean that you can't do it. It just means that they've never done it before. And so you have to find out how you can do it, or you need to be the one to take the initiative forward and do it. And that's definitely, I think, what we're going to do with our skirting. So whether the skirting is going to come out right or not, I think we're going to try something. Because like I said, I'd rather have nothing there than to have the tiles. I'm sorry if that offends you. I just don't like it. So yeah, so I'll be interested to see what Anani gets back in a few days. So he's going to give us he needs a few days basically to go and source the bamboo to see how they can do it.
The
So without the white sheet on it, and then we'll go from there. So hopefully.
Yeah, because I think what we can do, if we get the plywood and they cut it, what you can do, they can smooth it, and what we do is we can get a primer. They can get a spray. This is a spray, a white primer.
So it
from
gives
Dulux.
it the
So
it gives the smooth finish on it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
so-
there you go then, guys.
Yeah.
So
you said
yeah.
primer. told you.
He's on the phone.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
You could do that. Anyway, guys, I think that is it for today. That's enough ranting for me. I'm sorry, but I had to do that. I just had to get it off my chest because it's a bit frustrating. But anyway, guys, if you haven't already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button for me. Hit the notification bell. And don't forget to like, comment, and share this video for me, guys.
Share.
Until next time, I am out. Naughty Fafa.